Welcome back to Mandorg Tech Studio. Are you new to cloud services and feeling confused by the different terminologies across AWS, Azure, and Google Cloud? Don't worry, this video is for you. Today we're breaking down the top 15 cloud services from these major platforms. You'll not only discover what each service is called on different platforms, but also learn what they're used for and why they're so important. Whether you're deciding on a platform or just curious about cloud tech, this guide has everything you need. Let's dive right in. Starting off with compute services. 1. AWS EC2, Azure Virtual Machines, Google Compute Engine. These are your virtual servers in the cloud. If you're building an application or a website, these services provide scalable, flexible compute power that grows with your needs. Virtual machines are essential building blocks in cloud computing. 2. AWS S3, Azure Blob Storage, Google Cloud Storage. Each of these services provides scalable object storage, perfect for storing any type of data, whether it's a video, image, or document. If your app needs to store large amounts of unstructured data, these services are for you. Now, for databases. 3. AWS RDS, Azure SQL Database, Google Cloud SQL. These managed relational databases make life easier by handling backups, patching, and scaling for you. You can run MySQL, PostgreSQL, or even proprietary SQL databases without worrying about server management. 4. AWS DynamoDB, Azure Cosmos DB, Google Firestore Tosh Bigtable. When you need a NoSQL solution, these services offer global distribution and horizontal scaling, making them perfect for handling massive datasets. Let's move on to the serverless world. 5. AWS Lambda, Azure Functions, Google Cloud Functions. These serverless compute services allow you to run code in response to events without provisioning servers. You only pay for what you use. It's the perfect choice when you need to respond quickly to changes, like a new user sign-up or file upload. Now, let's discuss networking. 6. AWS VPC, Azure Virtual Network, VNet, Google Virtual Private Cloud, VPC. These services help you create isolated cloud networks where you can securely run your services. Think of it as a private data center in the cloud, with complete control over your networking environment. 7. AWS CloudFront, Azure CDN, Google Cloud CDN. These content delivery networks ensure your users get fast, reliable access to content by caching it in locations closest to them. Whether it's images, videos, or files, these services make your applications perform faster. Let's move to storage and management. 8. AWS EBS, Azure Managed Disks, Google Persistent Disk. All of these are block storage solutions for virtual machines. They allow you to store persistent data that your apps can access and modify. It's like a hard drive, but on the cloud. Now, for identity and access management. 9. AWS IAM, Azure Active Directory, Google Cloud IAM. These services help you manage users, permissions, and roles securely. They're the gatekeepers that ensure only the right people have access to the right resources. Next up, monitoring. 10. AWS CloudWatch, Azure Monitor, Google Stack Driver. Monitoring is critical for ensuring your infrastructure runs smoothly. These services provide insights into performance, detect issues early, and ensure everything is operating as expected. 11. AWS CloudTrail, Azure Activity Log, Google Stack Driver Logging. Logging services help track changes and actions within your cloud environment. Great for auditing and maintaining a secure cloud infrastructure. Need messaging and orchestration? Here are 2 services you'll love. 12. AWS SQS, Azure Queue Storage, Google Pub Chost Sub. These are reliable message queuing services to help decouple and scale your microservices. They ensure data is sent and received smoothly between distributed systems. 13. AWS ECS, Azure Kubernetes Service, AKS, Google Kubernetes Engine, GKE. Containers are everywhere, and these managed container orchestration services make deploying, managing, and scaling containers a breeze. Kubernetes has become the industry standard for container orchestration. Almost there. Now for domain and delivery. 14. AWS Route 53 Azure DNS, Google Cloud DNS. These managed DNS services ensure your website or application is reachable with low latency and high reliability. Whether you're hosting a website or a complex distributed system, these services help manage domain names with ease. And finally, let's look at automation. 15. AWS Code Pipeline, Azure DevOps Pipelines, Google Cloud Build. Continuous integration and delivery are key to modern app development. These services automate the process of building, testing, and deploying your code, ensuring faster, more reliable releases. And there you have it, the top 15 most used cloud services across AWS, Azure, and Google Cloud. You can download this list of 15 cloud service comparisons for free using the link in the description and comments. Plus, get a complete comparison of 50 cloud services for just 99 cents with the second link. Whether you're just starting or expanding your cloud knowledge, these services are key for any modern cloud architecture. Don't forget to comment and subscribe to Mandorg Tech Studio for more deep dives, tutorials, and cloud tech tips.